guys, we are about to jump into another drawing here. Today we're going to do the No Drama Llama. I made my llama, well, my sample llama kind of like this. We'll work through it. We'll take our one step at a time. Yours might not look exactly like this. Mine might not look exactly like this, then that's okay. But most importantly, I just want you guys to have a good time. So what you're going to need today is going to be a pencil, a black marker. I like my eraser, I keep it on hand all the time. You need some paper and you need something to color with. I am going to color with colored pencils today. So remember, you can hit pause whenever you need to. It's a great way to, take your time through this and make yours look fabulous. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. You're going to need your pencil and a piece of paper to start. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. We're going to start with the llama's head, and he's going to have a kind of a big, well, it's like his head and his neck. So I'm going to start here. This is the middle of my page. I'm going to go over a little bit to the left, and I'm going to come up and around and over. And I don't want to make this too skinny because I got to put his face in here. And if I make it too skinny, it's not going to fit. So let's go ahead and start his face in there. I'm going to start with a circle for his little snout area. And inside here, I'm going to do an oval and an oval that touch in the middle. It looks like a sideways 8 or a infinity symbol, or a lazy 8, some people call it. And then I'm just going to give him a little mouth like that. And I'm going to draw 2 eyes up here. You can I'm going to make him look a little happier. There you go. Okay, then I'm going to give him his ears. And I'm going to give him 2 really long ears with the inside parts. So 2 long ears, like that. Remember, please pause when you need to. That way you can make adjustments. I always call that tweaking. You can tweak your picture a little bit if you need to, or if you found that maybe you drew it too small, or you put it in the wrong part of your paper, or whatever, you can always erase and fix it. Okay, moving on here. We're going to give our llama his back. And to do that, I'm going to come right down here. I'm going to continue his neck down a little bit, put a little curve here, and I'm coming over to the other side of my paper. And then I'm just going to curve it down, and this is going to be the back of his leg, actually. So I made a bit of a curve here. You don't have to. You can bring it straight down if you want to, but if you want to give him a little bit of a curve to his leg, you absolutely can. It looks kind of nice when you do that, but you don't have to. And before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and give him his tail. There, llamas have little tails. Okay, now, again, pause if you need to. Don't forget to do that. I'm going to come down and do his front, like this is his chest area, and it's actually going to be underneath his body just a little bit. So I'm going to come down, and I want to keep an eye on this. I don't want his legs to be too short. So this is going to be the thickness of his body, but I'm not going to carry that line all the way over. I'm just going to stop it right here. So go ahead. I just continued his neck down and curved it over. All right, now I'm going to give him his first front leg, and I'm going to make it come down here and curve it back up. And at the bottom, I'm just going to give him a little hoof. So he's a little hoof. And from here, I'll do his other front leg. And I know this might seem sort of weird right here, but when it all comes together, it'll look like it's supposed to. And I'll give him a little hoof right there. Now, llamas have a little different shape to their back leg because they have a little bit more muscles back here. So I'm going to come up just a wee bit higher than I have over here at this top of this leg. So it's just a little bit. And I'm going to curve in and down, and this is going to be his back leg. So I just used a curved line. It's a little bit taller than this one, not a ton. And then I'll do another one for his other leg that is behind. And make sure I give him a little hoof there too. And then I can connect. So we have our llama's body pretty much, but we're going to give him a little bit more detail. So llamas are originally from South America, and they were used a lot, like we used donkeys to carry things. So they're pack animals, or they were pack animals. Sometimes they still get used for that. But to make him more of looking like a pack animal, I'm going to put a little blanket on his back. And I'm going to add a little bit of detail. And if you want to, you can even decorate the inside of here. Like maybe I'll put a zigzag line in here. Lines are super helpful for adding simple detail. And maybe I will just add some simple circles in there, just so I have some simple detail. The people who use them like to add in other details like some decorations or some fluff around their necks a little bit, and they almost always had a bell. So I'm going to start with the bell. I'm going to put a curve right here, so it's like a rope that goes around his neck, or her neck, or its neck. And I'm going to add a little bell down here. I'll put the little dingle dongle bell ringer thing. And then I'm going to give it some extra details. So I'm going to give them, maybe these are like pom-poms on a string or something. Or maybe they're Christmas lights. I don't know. They're just some fun extra details. And I'll add another one here. You could use different shapes. Like here, I'm going to use triangles instead of little circles. But those are your choices since you officially are the artist. Okay, now that's the whole drawing with the pencil part of our llama, unless, of course, you want to add something to your background. You can have your llamas in, I mean, he could be standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. I don't know. He could be anywhere. But you can add details, or if you want to, you could do something like I did with this guy, and I just put like a squarish shape around him, but I kind of made it a little higher so it looks like his legs are coming down to the bottom just to make it cute. But you can do yours however. I think I'm going to add mine. I'm going to make mine so he looks like he's in the desert. So I'm going to put my horizon line way back here so it's kind of a high up horizon line. Okay. And then I'm going to make a cactus back here. It's a funny looking cactus. I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to make a cactus a little better. There we go. Okay. That doesn't seem like enough detail to me, so maybe I'll add a little bit more. I think I'm going to put a cactus closer to him too, so hopefully he's not stepping on the cactus, but maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe he's just far enough away from it. Okay, and I think I'm going to put something in my sky too. Since it's the desert, I'm going to make it a super hot sunshine. And I'm going to do it sort of like this. So I'm going to make the sun right here. And then I'm going to make it look like it's radiating heat since it's the desert and it's really hot. And when I color it in later, it'll look more like that. Okay, now I have my pencil part all done. And I'm going to switch over to Sharpie. Really, the only thing we're going to color in solid black on the llama are his hooves. Everything else is just going to get traced. I'm going to go trace this, and while I'm doing that, I am going to put it in fast forward so you don't have to be slowed down. But remember, you can watch me trace it and then pause it until you're done, or really, it's how you want to do it. So go ahead and trace with your Sharpie. Okay, putting my Sharpie away. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do erase. So I draw, trace, and erase. Get rid of those extra pencil lines if you need to. All right, enjoy. Okay, so before I go on and do anything else, I am going to add a little bit of texture and a tiny bit of detail to my picture with my Sharpie. If you look at this llama, he's got texture all over his body. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You can just leave him plain. But I think he looks really cute like that. He just looks a little fuzzier. It kind of brings him a little bit more to life. You don't have to do it though. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm just adding in little lines, kind of just like little dash marks almost, that are more vertical. Some of them are a little diagonal, and I'm just gonna kind of fill it through his whole body, but I'm spreading them out. I don't want to clump them all up. Give him a couple in his tail. So he's all fuzzy now. And I'm also gonna add a little fringe on the saddle blanket. So I'm just adding a little bit. So it's kind of like, think about sometimes how carpets have a little fringe on the edge. You can do that. Again, this is all optional. You can make up your own thing for your llama too. And since this are cactuses, I'm gonna give them some pokies on them. Because really, cactuses should be pokey. And this one too. All right, guys, there we go. We officially have our llamas done. Now I'm going to color, and when I do this, I'm going to put it in fast forward mode. You can watch, you can color. When you color stuff, guys, I really recommend you color everything you want to be colored, including the background. If you fill your whole page, it really makes your picture look a lot more finished, and it really makes it look great. However, if you don't want to do that, that's okay too. Just do your best. I'm going to go ahead and do some coloring now. So when I do this, I'm going to put it in fast forward, and I will see you guys again another time. If you want to post if you're friends with me on Facebook, or your parents are friends and you want to post your pictures to my site or tag me in your picture, that would be awesome, because I'd love to see what you're doing. All right, have a great day, guys, and I will see you later. There we go, guys. Enjoy. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.